Absolutely thrilled to welcome football legend and TV legend Gary Lineker to the channel, and also a proper snooker player.
Oh no, I was all right. But I haven't genuinely played other than, I think, 3 frames here with Alistair McGowan, who asked me to play about 5 years ago, and he played most of the match doing an impression of me.
But to be fair, the way I play now, you're not actually that break. I'm quite impressed with that break.
Well,
but
cool.
I'm not. You're not really. You're not up against that much.
I've got a slight problem here, so I've had to take my glasses off.
I've seen that,
and I can't see.
You're like Mark Williams. He's at the moment. He's going through like different contact lenses at the moment because he can't see.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a problem for him. So when did you first pick up a cue? Was it with Willie? Obviously, Willie Thorne was one of your...
I started playing when I was about 16. I used to play every day for hours and hours.
Did you really?
And hours. Yeah, and I stopped playing when I was 25 because I moved to Barcelona. And then there was nowhere to play. But I found one table in the city. It was in a pub.
What, full size?
A full-size table.
Really?
But they treated it as a table, and they were like, in those days, they were sitting there smoking and flicking ash in the pockets. So I gave up.
Serving tapas on it and stuff.
Yeah, I gave up. Just caught that.
Is it true your highest break's 135?
135 total clearance.
Wow. That's I mean, that's proper. Like, you didn't play any teams or leagues or anything like that, did you? It was
I played local, like Leicester tournaments and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I never won any, but good shot.
Well, I impressed myself there. Yeah. So when did you first meet Willie?
Around that time, because it was Willie's club I used to play at, and I used to go there every day. And I picked 21 maximum breaks.
Did you really?
Yeah. I was basically just the guy that put the blacks on the spot for him. Yeah,
I mean, what a character, right?
Oh, well,
there's no one like him anymore.
We've not got a referee, have we?
No, not unfortunately.
I remember that much. But no, I played with Willie a lot, and he was a real character.
Well,
you played before?
Prizes you. Yeah, I played a lot. Willie would be probably one of the most famous men from Leicester at that stage, would he?
Oh, definitely.
Willie, yeah.
There's the Attenborough brothers. Well, they weren't born in Leicester, but they grew up in Leicester.
Okay.
And Willie, Peter Shilton.
I mean, obviously, Willie was the first person I played at the Crucible. And
the first person you ever played at the Crucible?
Yeah. He beat me 10-8, and he gave me that applause when I walked off, and I was like, I watched it back.
Patronising.
I thought, oh, fuck, go and get that.
How old were you then?
I think I was 17, first time at the Crucible. Yeah. But I remember the very first time I met him, I was at his club. I must have been playing in an amateur tournament or something. I was on his table practicing, and he walked in. Obviously, he wasn't practiced. He never practiced, did he?
Well, he just made 147.
Yeah.
So he just smashed the balls up. And then...
and if he missed in the third red, he'd set him up again. But he walked in, and he was always immaculate.
Yeah.
And I think I was only 14 or 15, and I was on the table, and he's going, Hendry. So at least he knew who I was, which was quite a thing. And then he interviewed me on Junior Pot Black as well. He'd done some commentary there, but...
Oh yeah, Junior Pot Black. Pot Black. Can you remember the theme tune?
Da-ding, da-ding, da-ding. Was that
Yeah.
Did you watch a lot of snooker on TV as well as playing?
On TV. I used to go to lots of tournaments, follow Willie all the time. But I never got back into the habit of playing again after I left. I don't know why. Golf took over. Yeah.
I'm enjoying these big pockets as well.
This is really good because it's saving me my embarrassment of not being able to pot a ball.
Was football always your main thing, your main love?
Cricket.
Was it cricket?
Cricket and football, both, equal measure.
So you're obviously one of these multi-talented.
Well, I think most sports people are.
Yeah, because Jimmy Bullard's been on this as well.
Oh, well,
and he's like golf, fishing, darts apparently is pretty good.
Yeah, I think if you've got hand-eye coordination or foot-eye coordination.
Because we've actually got something in common. Both our fathers were fruit and veg merchants.
Was your dad? Really?
Yeah, he had 3 fruit and veg shops. And the only job, I don't know whether you're the same, the only job I've ever had is in his shop packing potatoes into bags and put them out into the shelf. That's the only job I've ever had.
Yeah. My dad was played billiards.
Really?
Billiards all the time. He didn't play snooker really. He played occasionally, but he'd play.
Did he used to say you'll never be a good snooker player?
Do you think people know what billiards is?
Well, it's still popular in India, and there's still a world championship, and there's still players that play it. Yeah. And it's like
3 balls.
And you used to always get the old guys in the club. Oh, you'll never be a good snooker player unless you can play billiards and all that. But I was so.
It's all in offs and all that, so you learn the angles, don't you? I was trying to distract you there, but it didn't work.
I just thought it was boring. I just thought it was a very, very boring game.
I thought the same. I never got into it really.
So how long before you were playing snooker you made a century break?
Oh God, wish I could remember. Can't remember.
I might take this game up again.
No, this is great. I'm enjoying it. There's no pressure because honestly, I can't see.
Yeah. What age were you when you made your century? How many have you made?
I played for a while before. I've made 7.
7 centuries.
7. I should have made one on telly.
Was this the Mark Lawrenson?
Yeah.
thing?
Honestly, it's the worst. The worst. It was best of 3.
Yeah.
It was the best of 3 frames. It was against Mark Lawrenson. It's one of those pre-FA Cup final things. Liverpool playing Everton, first ever Merseyside derby. The first frame was scrappy.
Could he play? Is that why you did it? Could he play a bit?
He played a bit, but not that was much. So the first game's a bit scrappy, but I won it easily enough. Second frame, balls open up nicely, and I'm in. And it's actually similar to this, right?
Right.
So now I was about here. I was on the black, and there was a red where that is, right?
Right.
So I'm going like that, and I'm on 45. So I'll go, boom, knocked it in. Reds are beautiful. I'm starting to think, oh, Christ, make 100 on telly. So I potted it in, ball come, and the referee goes, foul shot, Mark Lawrenson 7. So I went, what do you mean? He says, your cuff touched the red. I went, oh, you're kidding me. All right. So I sit down, I'm thinking, there's no way. So I'm sitting there, absolutely choked. And I won the frame easily, obviously. Yeah. So it's 2-0, so I win. And the ref, I said, and he went, he said, you didn't. He said, but I just thought I'd even it up because we wanted a little bit. I went,
fuming. Fuming.
Got to be kidding me.
Oh, that's brutal.
It's the worst.
That is brutal.
He was a proper ref as well. I mean,
no. It wasn't Lane Ganley, was there, anything like that?
No, it wasn't a known one, but he was...
Just taking it a bit seriously.
You've been practicing for an hour before I came, haven't you? It's quite obvious.
Did you ever... I mean, you must have done, but did you play much with Willie? What start would he give you?
50.
Play for money?
Yeah, a little bit, not a lot. Yeah. The thing is, if he gets in, like you now, that's game over. So, because 50 sounds a lot, but it really isn't. Not for an amateur. Not for an amateur, I guess.
I mean, if we do get in and start potting like this, I mean, I can't believe this.
That's
50's gone in no time.
Mm.
I can't. It's probably the best I've struck. You're unlucky. It's probably the best I've struck the ball in about 2 years.
I'm dreading actually having to pot one.
What was your handicap at golf?
Low.
Low position.
No, you're just that's 5.
That's not going to get there.
I might try and pot one.
But you don't play golf anymore. You stopped.
No, I don't.
No.
Fingers a bit arthritic.
Oh, is it?
Well, it was actually because I was playing and I loved it. I played for, but I didn't really like myself on the golf course. You speak myself up a lot, get miserable all the time, and 9 times out of 10 you're miserable in golf. Well, and then I got injured.
Golf will do that to you.
I hurt my wrist. It hit a root. And
right.
I damaged it. I couldn't play for 6 months, and I was like, "Oh, this is the end of the world."
Yeah.
And then a month later, I'm thinking, I don't miss it at all.
Really?
And then when I went back to playing, I was struggling, and after 3 holes, I was thinking, God, I got another 4.5 hours of this. So I stopped, and I actually don't miss it. It's really weird.
You obviously, whatever you do, you've got to do it at a high standard, or you don't want to do it.
Oh,
what a shot! There you go.
You never lose it, do you? Honestly, the white ball's blurry.
Nice.
Oh,
so if you can't do it to a standard, then you don't want to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you used to play where I play at Sunningdale, and obviously I know your son Angus, And that's what's the story about the Michael Jordan story? Because that's funny.
I'll tell you that one after I finish.
After you've cleared up.
Yeah, right. Oh, you see, can't. Anyway, it's like 3 balls on the bounce. I'll take that. The Michael Jordan story. Yeah, it was like 20 years ago now. 20 odd. Finished playing. At that stage, we had mutual agents because the company in America had bought my agent's company.
Okay.
So I got a call from my agent on a Thursday night, and I had a weekend off.
Right.
So I got a call from my agent. He's saying, the office have been on from America, and Michael Jordan wants to play Sunningdale, and they've asked if we can help. So he said, "Do you remember?" So I said, "Okay." He said, "There's 3 of them." I went, "Oh, that's all right." I said, "But I'll have to play with them because you can't play without a member at the weekend." So anyway, so I went, "No problem at all." And I just thought, that's brilliant. So I arranged it for, I think we played about 10 o'clock in the morning, set them up. I go down the club, I go early, sort it out, and I think I've got a thing. And I get there early. Oh no, sorry, I forgot one detail. So the night before, Friday night, I get a call from my agent again saying, he said, there's 6 of them now. I've gone, oh, for Christ's sake, so I need to get another member.
You got Queenie.
So I call Queenie. Of course I call Queenie. Who else would you call him that? So yeah, Michael King. So it was, as you know, as a Ryder Cup player, proper golfer, and getting on a bit. But so I called him. I said, "Can you play? This is happening." Michael Jordan. He went, "Yeah, of course. Yeah, no problem at all. No problem. I'll be there. So anyway, so I arrive in the morning, just get there early, but they're all there on the putting green, all smoking cigars. And it was like, wow. And so I go over, you could see some of the members, like Sunningdale. I'm not sure about that. Anyway, I introduce myself, blah, blah, and everyone's great. Yeah. We get on the first tee, and Queenie comes along as well, and we're sitting there. And so all 8 of us are stood there. 2 full balls. Queenie being Queenie goes, so he said, we're going to play for a few pounds, a little bet, you like a little wager? And Michael Jordan goes, sure, man. So he goes, so Queenie goes, yes, so how much would we like to play for? And Jordan went, big puff on his cigar. And he goes, whatever makes you feel uncomfortable. Best line ever.
That is quality.
Yeah. Never lose it, do you?
But football, what was the sort of best? What was your favourite city? Because obviously you were playing Liverpool, London, Barcelona. Tokyo. Was it Tokyo?
Or was it
Nagoya? Nagoya.
I was in the middle between Osaka and.
But Barcelona was your favourite.
Yeah, I mean, it's got
I've been there.
It's got everything.
Because you're a bit of a foodie, right?
Yeah.
Because what I see on Instagram, you're always getting, and obviously Angus says, well, you're cooking.
Yeah, I love cooking.
For me, I love it as well. I'm not going to take that.
No, it's all right. I would have.
For me, it's probably the most focused I'm doing something since snooker. I don't know if you're the same. When I'm cooking.
You cook as well, do you?
Yeah,
I love it. Me too, because you can switch off. I find it very cathartic.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'm as good as you, and I suppose I think you can just do your own recipes, right? Where I love to follow from a book.
Yeah.
And just have a glass of wine and just.
I was at the stage of.
But Angus says you can actually do actual whole meals yourself.
Well, I've just done them. I cook in COVID, for example.
Yeah.
When I used to do 3 meals a day, but not to eat.
Just to cook.
Just to practice.
Brilliant.
Because I was so bored. Yeah. But I love cooking.
And are you like, I don't know if you're like me, if you do something wrong, I'm absolutely devastated. I mean, my girlfriend's like, what? She's like, I'm scared if you don't like overcook or do something, like, because you're in the right bad moods. Well, that was a proper strike.
It was.
That was a proper strike.
Supposed to come back for the blue.
Well, to be fair, this cloth's about you do well to screw back in this cloth.
Okay.
But the pot's on camera. I mean, that's it. It's on there.
Straight down the lens as well.
The sound it made. That's like.
It's beautiful. I was trying to hide my excitement. Didn't it side? Shot to nothing nearly.
Who's the best player you played with in football?
I played with him only for half a game in a rest of the world match, but Maradona.
Really?
Yeah.
And do you think he would, if he was in today's game, he'd still be one of the best players? Well, yeah. I'm old enough to know how good he was. Yeah, but
today's game, it would.
Because he used to get hacked to death, didn't he?
He just kick you to bits in those days.
Yeah.
So.
Obviously you become massive in terms of TV. Who made the first move? Did you get asked, or did you want to do it? Or
I wanted to do it. I used to sit with the journalists when we were on World Cups and things like that, and I used to sit with the guys who did the radio. I just wanted to go into TV.
Right. Okay.
And I always thought if I could present. No real top footballers have done that.
No.
Because I used to look at other sports, snooker being one, not so much golf, but you'd get tennis with and cricket. They're all presented by people that have played the sport. Sue Barker, David Gower. And I thought, why is football not like that? They have Bob Wilson, but he's a goalkeeper, so that doesn't really count.
Doesn't count.
Yeah. There you go, fill your boots. So I just thought if I could crack that side of it, it would give me a bit of an edge over everyone, give me a niche and might give me some sort of longevity.
Did you have to do a lot of training then? Or go to someone to train you?
I actually I did something with Trevor Brooking. We did like a 10-week course with a news radio presenter, woman who was teaching us how to broadcast properly. Because when you're from the old East Midlands, you've got this kind of flat, monotone kind of voice. And it was basically 10 weeks of her trying to get me to put some light and shade in my voice. It wasn't how now brown cow stuff, but it was about pronunciation, certain words and this. But it really helped, actually. It really helped. But she used to say, oh, you're still flat. And I'm going, no, I'm shouting. And then she'd say, well, listen to it back. And I'd go, yeah, you're right.
Because live TV is like quite scary. You've done
a lot of it now. Though.
Yeah, but not presenting. You know what I mean? Because I watched obviously Hazel does the snooker and stuff, and she's incredible. And I've watched obviously yourself and Nick Doherty have both gone from sportsmen to being like, because obviously we've been in the studio, we can hear what's going on in the ears. Yeah, of course. But having to finish programs and that's
part of the fun. But you get used to it. You get used to it.
I mean. In the beginning, I suppose you weren't you weren't bothered about making a mistake. You just thought, I'm just going to go into it.
I mean, to be honest, the first 2 years I started.
Because BBC is like.
I started on BBC, which is not easy. But the first 2 years, I was so many times I drove home thinking I'm never going to be able to do this. Oh, very good.
And I suppose you're not in. I mean, you have been, but I mean, if you're the one asking the questions, you don't have to be the one that's slaughtering everyone. You leave that to the pundits.
Well, that was part of it as well. That was part of it as well. I thought, although you can get your opinion on as well if you want to.
This is your last year's match of the day. So what, are you going to concentrate more on like social media stuff then? Because you have a production company that does lots of things now, don't you?
Well, a podcast really. We've got a podcast empire, we like to call it. But it's doing, it's amazing. So yeah, definitely focus on that now. Unless something, I really don't envisage me doing telly.
Oh really?
Much, not occasional appearance on something, but not.
I mean, do you watch football if you're not being paid to watch it?
Oh yeah,
you do?
I love watching football.
Oh really?
And I find it much nicer watching football at home than in the studio.
Because I always joke I never watch snooker unless I've been paid to. Because there's obviously Eurosport stuff that I don't work on. Yeah. I watch certain matches but no, I'm not an avid. I never was. I mean, did you watch when you were playing?
Yeah, I love watching it.
So you obviously just love football.
I love the sport. I love watching lots of sport. I watch a lot, quite a bit of snooker as well. And I watch loads of golf. Masters coming up.
Yeah. I know. It's
the best time of year this for sport. Yeah.
It is.
Finale of the football season. Start of cricket soon. Snooker World Championship. Masters.
Oh God, they're big. Well, I mean, these pockets, you need to watch you don't fall in them when you walk past them, honestly. It's a pleasure.
This time it's great, but the Masters is special, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's forward. I actually always put it in my diary. Put it in the 4 nights, so I don't make them, because I've done that in the past. You know, when you suddenly go, I booked dinner on Sunday night. Oh my God, it's the Masters Sunday.
Well, I knew it was this Thursday. That's why I booked this day for early, because I knew both want to get back and watch the early. Do you think Rory will win it?
I don't know. I hope so. I mean, he's got to have a chance. You know, it's like 140, 150 players that are all incredibly good, and people go, "Oh, he hasn't won a major for ages," but he's so good, isn't he? I'd love him to win it. Massive fan.
Yeah.
I just a lot of time for him. I'm quite happy with this because I've potted a few balls, and the rest of the time, not too many absolute howlers.
Oh, that was changed my mind in a shot. I've missed more balls in my career for doing that than any other reason.
It's changed
down on a shot and change your mind without getting back up.
Well, it's this. I mean, you don't have time in football to think about that, except for
penalties. Penalties,
That is the golden rule.
Yeah.
Do not change your mind.
Yeah. Have you ever done that? Run up and change your mind, or are you more?
I did it once, and I picked it over the bar.
Really?
At Chelsea.
Really?
It was for Spurs. Oh God, the rest.
That would have went down well. London derby, that would have went down well.
God, we lost the 2.
You lost the match as well.
Yeah, it was not a good day. But
I brought up that I can see. What is it about sport where you remember all the bad things, but you forget like the good? You don't really remember the good things.
The only thing I would say though is when, as you know, as an ex kind of when you finish your career.
Yeah.
The things you see on television are genuinely the good bits.
Yes.
Generally, aren't they? So they'll show you a goal, and although I always get that penalty miss at Wembley thrown at me, and me shitting on the pitch. They're the 2 things I see.
I'd actually forgotten about it.
I'm never allowed to forget it. For about 8 years on Twitter, when it first came, every reply to every post that I did, whatever I was talking about, say I was talking about Stephen Hendry, it would be shout on Stephen Hendry, shout on Stephen Hendry, shout. And it was, the Crucible's great. Shout on the Crucible. Shout. It was relentless.
But it's like when I was like world #1 and winning world championships, all the media, everything was positive. Stephen's going to win in Sheffield again. Stephen's going to win. Who's going to win? Stephen Hendry. And then you start to slip down. You're like, it's great shot. Then it's like, oh, Stephen's gone. But you're hearing all this. It's not like everything's going in and like, oh, cheers.
Yeah.
Shot. You got the check side in the cue ball.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's perfect.
Just playing from memory.
It's perfect.
It's all right.
Stunned for the pink in the corner.
Yep.
Trying to let you concentrate.
Oh, terrible.
Looked. Who would you say would be your toughest? So, who's the toughest defender you played against?
I always say 2 names: Paul McGrath.
Right.
Paul McGrath.
Man United
And Villa, Republic of Ireland. He was quick, strong,
right,
aggressive. He could really play as well. And the other one would be Des Walker.
Right.
And Cloughie always used to put him man to man on me.
Right.
He's so quick. He wasn't dirty. But he was so difficult. I used to go and stand out on the wing to keep him out the middle.
Of course, you weren't dirty. He never had a red card or never had any card?
Never had any card.
I mean, that's incredible.
Never tackled anyone.
Never even had an argument that caused a card.
What's an argument? No. I got close actually, in those days you had to commit grievous bodily harm to get a yellow card.
Right,
generally.
okay.
But in Spain it was different. I did 3 years in Spain with that one, was extraordinary. Because they used to be like, some of the refs there were really histrionic.
Yeah.
And one of them, the closest I got was, referee, he gave some absurd decision. I just, and he came over and he's going, so what, you're going to book me for smiling? And he actually changed his mind. But it wasn't really until the last couple of years of my career that people started saying, oh, he's never been booked. And I went, no, I've not.
Yeah.
And then,
the
last game, I should have smacked the ref for something.
Were you never interested in management?
No.
No? Why not?
Well, I never really like training, let alone watching it.
Pretty simple.
Honestly, I don't. I'm non-confrontational.
Right.
I can't cope. That's what I said about the arguments thing. I can't argue. I'm terrible. I get all stressed.
So you couldn't give anyone a hairdryer?
No, and also leaving players out. You know,
I know that.
You're not going to play this week. I'd have gone. I'll play next week.
Right.
I don't think I've got.
I mean, people have asked me to be sort of mentors and stuff to like Chinese players and stuff. I mean, I couldn't coach because I don't really understand it technically. I just do it. I don't understand what I'm doing. So
do you not?
Basically, no, I couldn't.
Just total talent.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't. I mean, if you deliver too quickly, I could obviously see that, but I couldn't see size or things like that.
That's not a great thing to admit when you actually do it on television, telling people what they're doing.
well, I can, yeah. Well, I'd never go on television and say, well, he appears to be putting a bit unwanted, so I wouldn't do that. That's going down a different route. Yeah. And also, like, I thought if I was in someone's dressing room, I mean, my manager used to give me hairdryers. If I was 3-1 down after a session and I was playing bad, yeah, absolutely go through me, like those assaults.
Did that help?
It did.
It did, because some people respond badly to that. Don't they?
Yeah, I responded to that. Yeah. I would say, first of all, I'd tell them, F off, get out and everything, but then it would get me up and I would more often than not play better. But I'm thinking, what would I say to someone? I don't know what to say. Like, I like you. I've not got it in me to like absolutely give them a bollocking. No. And I just thought, oh no, I can't do it. Mm. I can't just sort of accept money and do it. No. And plus, because I was asked to sort of work with Ding at some stage.
Oh dear.
Ding's your, and then that was a good shot. And I thought, well, if I'm with him and he'd lose it, I'm going to be the most hated man in China.
Yeah. China's really growing, isn't it?
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's really growing.
There was a time when it was going into football as well, wasn't it? But it seems to have, a lot of the players were going there.
Yeah, they tried it, didn't they? But I think it'd be a bit similar to the Saudi thing.
Right.
They can attract big money.
Yeah.
But players earn so much anyway.
Yeah.
And they want to win Ballon d'Ors and the big stars. And until the big stars deserve, which they've done a little bit in golf, so a lot of them, I think football will be all right because, you know.
No, China's a huge market for snooker. I mean, if you look at all the logos on the players, I mean, they're all basically 95% is Chinese companies. It's a huge market, and basically because of Ding.
Who's going to be the first China?
Well, I think Zhao Xingtong.
Zhao Xingtong.
Yeah, who's coming off a 3-year ban. He's playing in the World Championship. They're qualifying just now, and even though he's got to win 4 matches to get to the Crucible, he's like 5th or 6th favourite to win it. He's that good. That good. He's that good, yeah. Can you see that far?
Not. Shall I tell you what? This is a double whammy, this shot, right? Because I can't see close now.
Right.
I'm reading things, so I've got varifocal.
Well, that's it. I need glasses to read.
So but I also can't see that long either. So this is like a double. If I actually even hit the red, it'll be quite good. Oh, I hit it anyway. Missed it.
Steve's like that. Because Steve wasn't going to play anymore really, but we were in China recently, and he quite enjoyed playing. So I think I'm going to go bite the bullet and get glasses. He was because he still hits the ball great, but he just can't see.
It's not great, is it? Not being able to see it.
No.
Do you think part of that thing about when you're playing that you just know intuitively every single shot?
Yeah, pretty much. Is it the only? I mean, I know all the shots. I mean, obviously, I can't play them the way I used to. But the only guy that's brought new shots into the game is Judd Trump, just through his power. Yeah. He can just play shots that no one else can play.
Timing.
It's phenomenal. Yeah. But basically, yeah,
it's incredible that someone can do that just with a stick and a ball. That's something that others are not.
Yeah, and it's basically just. And again, it's talking about not knowing what you're doing. We had him in the studio with Jill Douglas asked him, "Where's it cutting?" He says, "Well, I don't know. I think I just kind of flick the wrist a little bit." He's like, just totally natural.
Yeah. Ooh. Look at that.
Did you? I mean, obviously you're so well behaved. You never got a hairdryer, but I mean, what was there a type of management that you would respond to, or?
No, I don't think. Scissors. There you go. I got some early on. Jock Wallace, my first manager.
Oh, Jock Wallace, he's supposed to be.
Jock
I know who you. Yeah.
He came down. He managed Rangers before, and he came down from Scotland, and I was about 17 when he came.
Right.
And the first time he came, and his first day he came, we had a reserve game at Filbert Street, and he came in at half time, and just stay messing around.
Sure.
He came in at half time, and the doors burst open. 6'4", wide as a door, and he comes in. And he's going, "You lazy wee English shite."
English.
Sorry about the accent. But he's looking at me, and he grabs me by the scruff of the neck. He's going, "You've got to do more. You've got to keep running your life." I'm going, "Oh my God." We were 2-0 up at half time. I'd scored both, right? So needless to say, second half I was gone. I was shot. So end of the game, he comes in again. He went, "You, my office, 9 o'clock in the morning." Right. So I've gone, "Oh, for Christ's sake." So I thought, I honestly never slept a wink. I thought my career was over. I thought he was going to kick me out. I thought I was done. So I go there. I get there about 8:45, sitting outside his office like the naughty schoolboy, waiting for the headmaster. And anyway, eventually, "Come in, laddie." So I sit down. He goes, "I want to say one thing. You were magnificent last night."
Right.
And I've gone, "Sorry?" He said, "I just want to keep your feet on the ground." I felt like saying, "You could have told me last night."
You lost a whole night's sleep.
But yeah, so, I don't know. Oh, I just can't. No power, no timing. No. But yeah, he was great. I loved Jock though. He was great. Yeah. I think most of us want to be loved though, don't we?
That's hard enough. It's not hard enough. One of the memories I've got of you playing is obviously that World Cup with Gascoigne.
Oh yeah.
When you're saying to the manager to take him off or to calm him down,
No,
or
it was just keep an eye on him.
Keep an eye on him. Yeah.
He was, his bottom lip was going a bit, and,
right.
And we needed him, so I was just
I mean, how good was he? Brilliant, right?
So talented.
Yeah.
Naturally talented. He was unbelievably good. Fantastic. He could be frustrating to play with because he was so good that he want to beat 3-4 players, and you'd make run after run and he'd not necessarily get it. Right. In fact, this is how good he was. The only time he'd give it to you was if he knew you had no choice but to give it him straight back. So like a 1-2. Unless he was knackered,
yeah.
But
because he won sports personality in front of me after that World Cup. I came second to him.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I forgot. Yeah. Robbed, were you?
Well, I'm not robbed. I probably wouldn't be looking forward to the speech I'd have to give if I won it. I was probably quite happy I came second. That was quite good.
I was robbed in 1986.
Wasn't Davis, was it?
No, it was Nigel Mansell, who didn't even win the world title that year. And I'd won the Golden Boot.
Well, I used to say, well, Gascoigne...
I won the Golden Boot in the World Cup.
Well, I used to say they got beaten in the semis. Yeah. He's getting it for wearing fake and the bus on the way back.
Oh God! But he's mad as a box of frogs, but in such a lovely way. I mean, he was so funny, you know.
Yeah. One of the lines out of the best ones would be the sports personality. I don't know if you were presenting that one. You would have been probably, because they had all of us walking down these stairs, and Torval and Dean were there, and there was a few sort of, must have been people who'd won it or something like that. And he went down and he said to Torval, "They watch them stairs are a bit slippy." And they didn't know, they went right over their head. They were like, "What do you mean?" It's like, it was such a clever joke. It's like, I was pissing myself. I thought it was brilliant. That must be quite a nerve-wracking night, is it? The sports personality year? Because I've been to 2 or 3 and it's huge.
It's the one TV show that I was never really comfortable doing.
It's huge, isn't it?
It's the only time where we're told exactly what we have to say when we're asking questions. Everyone has to have exactly the same amount of time.
There's no ad-libbing at all.
Fairness. Ad-lib, they have a nervous breakdown.
Really?
So, yeah, it was...
I do prefer it when it was at the Queen Elizabeth. I tend to turn it down now because it's just it's a bit of a the last one I went to in Manchester. I mean, you couldn't even get to the bar after it.
No,
there's so many people at it now.
It became more just corporate in a way.
Yeah.
So they used to have that. It was lovely when it was there
Oh,
because
it's brilliant.
It was just the sports people and the presenters, and you
could meet people and chat, and it was like
you can't chat now.
No,
because it's selfies and selfies and selfies. But yeah.
But I was there because I was convinced Ronnie was going to win it. That time I seen you present, he was up for it. It was so funny though because they weren't there. Him and who was the cricketer. But they kept on going
Stokes,
to them. They kept on going to them, and they couldn't look more disinterested in the biggest night of the sporting year. Yeah, if he wasn't going to win it, then Ronnie's never going to win it, is he? Because he'd won his 7th world title, and
I know.
Unless if he comes back,
Steve Davis win it.
Steve Davis won it.
I thought is he the only snooker player to win it?
Yeah. I mean, at the minute we don't. It starts the week on Saturday. We don't know if Ronnie's going to play in it. Yeah, he's not said.
Oh, he doesn't know it really?
Yeah, he's not played since the UK in November.
All right.
And he made an announcement last week saying he'll tell everyone, keeping everyone hanging on.
Ronnie's Ronnie.
But I suppose if he came back after not playing 1 1/8, Luke Littler's got to be up there to win it, isn't he?
Yeah, Luke Littler will go.
I'm trying to think who else will be involved.
It's a bit early in the year yet, isn't it? There's no major thing. Women's Euros, if they defend it,
right,
they'll have a chance.
Right, come on, clear the. Right. I'm not going to talk. I'm going to let you concentrate. Clear at least 4 colours.
Yeah. Memories. Oh, Christ, going pace. Whoa.
Oh, that's pretty good. Gary, that was great fun.
Cheers.
Thank you very much. No, really, absolute pleasure to have you.
It wasn't as horrendously bad. I did pop
No, you potted 2 or 3 unbelievable strikes.
Yeah.
But no,
you never lose it. I might come back, get some big Dennis Taylor glasses so I can see.
No, it was great fun. Really interesting. A huge thanks to Gary Lineker for spending the time with us today for a couple of frames, and also a huge thanks must go to the fabulous Roehampton Club in South West London for letting us use their amazing snooker room.